Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Chart Patterns Mastery Division, a Simpler Trading's free video for September 12th, 2023. Why am I showing this page? Yeah, you're used to the Austin Summit. This is the Orlando Summit. Yep, I'm going to be speaking there. You're going to be able to get together with all the people with Simpler. There's special pricing till October 2nd, just to let you know. We've done all this with the poker tournaments and all that. Actually, I won the poker tournament long time ago. Actually, the first time I ever played poker, believe it or not. So beginner's luck. But it should be exciting. Then after that's the money show. So a nice big shindig for about 4 and 5 days in there. And there's special pricing. I would contact Simpler Trading Support. Now, getting to the markets today. What are we doing? Well, number one, we had a really good day. Why do we have a good day? Because we were short the SPX, short the QQQ, long XBI, and long GNRC, a hurricane stock. Now, GNRC crapped out. Thank goodness we got out earlier. SPX, we were in a calendar. We made money. QQQ, we were short. We made money. XBI, we were long. We made money. We're out of them. I decided to get out of them all so I could sleep tonight with a big bad CPI coming out tomorrow. So just that's the way I look at it. Big bad CPI coming out. And I'll give you some of the objectives I'm looking at. Number one, it was a big whipsaw this morning. Now, the thing is, I could go and I could trade Tesla 8 million times and I would have been right, but I didn't trade it. I stayed on the 4 positions we had from yesterday just because they were painless trades. And that's what we stayed in. But intraday, this is what happened. So you got the SPX to go from down 25 earlier today all the way back to almost unchanged. Holy cow. So that's why we had spreads on. So we stayed in. And we stayed in almost till you could sell them at the high. So this went to almost unchanged. Amazing. So just keep that in mind. You had QQQ with also a massive rally, but we stayed in it because we had spreads that took advantage of it doing that. But big old reversals. Now, this is where it got tough. So the ES I was bearish on. I was bearish because of this. Of saying that the SPX is going to break that 50 moving average, which it barely has, and the NDX is barely breaking. And this was based that I anticipated these going lower because it was based on the Dow Jones Transports going down. On the other hand, the Dow Jones Transports went from down 100, they went up. Yeah, they went from, so my whole theory for a moment was shot. They went up over 120 points, came down to test near the lows. So luckily I did the bearish things as spreads and it worked fine. So this is how I'm looking at it for tomorrow. I'm looking at the daily chart of a number of indexes. The transports didn't rally. I put up those lines. Those were support lines. Here's the support in the transports, right in this zone. Right in there. I'm just taking prior tops or prior bottoms, right in that zone. So it's near that zone, but the big thing is it's this far from the 50. Now you might say, why the heck does the 50 matter? And I'll show you. I'm just looking at them in relation to other indexes because it worked great before. I'll show you what we're talking about. So you have the Dow Jones Transports on the left, and then you have on the right, I'm going to put the NDX or the SPX. Now these are the non-24-hour indexes. On the right, this is what the SPX did. Yep, it plowed through here on August 15th, right in here to the 50. This was already all the way up here. August 15th, it was here. The transports on the left. So when this got under, we shorted the transports, betting on that going to the 50. Well, it did. It worked great. Well, now this is decisively below it. So if this doesn't rally tomorrow, then you got to think the SPX is decisively going to go under the 50. Same with the NDX, which is barely at it. And then you have something like the DIA, which looked like it reclaimed it and then closed down. Very interesting. So tomorrow is definitely about all these indexes, how they vacillate around their 50. I think if you see some of them drastically rally, then the other ones will rally. So if you see the SPX rally to be way over the 50, then believe it or not, even though I've been bearish on the transports, I'm going to start being bullish. Just like the transports here were pulled down to the 50, then if this rallies on the right, this might get pulled up to the 50. So tomorrow, CPI, and that's the last thing I want to leave you, the Consumer Price Index. Usually, I would stay in whatever I was bearish. So just to let you know, I'd stay in whatever I was bearish. If I'm bearish on the markets, then I'm going to stay short. As you see here, that's what I'm watching. That's an accident waiting to happen. On the other hand, I could be wrong, and I don't like that binary event of a CPI. Plus, I don't like this. Sometimes we call this the slime trade, where somebody knows something before it happens. Look at the call activity in the TLT. Usually prior to the CPI, I don't see that much call activity. So because of that, somebody's betting on this going over 95. I just didn't want to be short the broad markets if the TLT does soar tomorrow. So we're going to watch that call activity and see if it matters. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. And then we're going to see how the indexes react to each other around the 50 moving average. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Brecher, and I'm Senior Managing Director of Stocks at Simpler Trading. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like our content, please leave us a like and a comment down below. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the bell notification icon so you never miss any of our great new content coming out. Good trading, and we'll see you at the next video. Take care.